Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. So it is recording. So I'm grabbing a little short video of this. That's a real nice prominence today. I didn't see a whole lot on the surface of the sun, but let me zoom in on that prom. I'm going to zoom into 200. And it's putting on quite a show. I'm going to try to, if I do an average stack of 3 to help smooth out the hemisphere, let's see what it does. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do a mean stack. I want to just, no, mean. Hi, Ash. Glad you could join in. Yeah, this is the first time using this scope in my observatory in probably a month and a half. The weather's been horrendous. Then I went to the Winter Star party where the weather was horrendous. And we've had a cold front come through, and it was very nice this morning. But yeah, there's a lot of nice detail in this prom. I raise the black, lower the black now. If I raise it, it's a careful balance between try the gamma again. You heard the pressure tuners just kick on too. I can go back and look. I didn't see a lot before. Let me go back to, so the gain is like a 10. I'm going to go back to minimum gain. I'm going to reduce the exposure. I'm going to unzoom. So there are some filaments. Let me I don't see any spots, but I see some filaments on the surface. I mean, there's one over here. Let me try tweaking the focus a little bit. Let me see what that looks like. I like the negative view for surface, because it almost looks like stuff is floating on top of the sun. And you can see the two areas, the two filaments. Let me get my Epic pen going. I just did an update to Epic pen. Okay. I just did an update to Epic pen. Okay. There's one big filament here, and there's a filament here. If I go back to a positive, let me change the exposure a tad. I don't see sunspots today. Let me erase my Epic pen. Yeah. Zoom in a little, see if atmosphere is not that steady with that cold front come through, like I said, and that's caused a little bit of instability. So let me drop the primary pressure tuner down to 12. Did that bring that filament out any better or any worse? Let me try focus. You lower the secondary a half a psi. Learning how to see again. I had cataract surgery, and now I'm trying to get used to being set for distance and not for close. Yeah, that filaments. Oh, yeah. There looks like a sunspot area either rolling off or rolling on. I have to see which way it's looking. But there's something right here on the limb. Which brings up the question, is that where the flare is? I mean, at Prominence. Nope, that's not where it is. So let me move down a little. See, that's at the top. Wow. There it is. I'm trying to pull out that filament on the surface. Well, it's a balancing act. You can either get the filament on the surface, or you can get the prom at the top. Personally, I like the prom. Go back to that 200 zoom. Man, it looks pretty. You know, so Ash, as you can see there, oh, bye Ash. Hey Jack, this prominence is pretty impressive, if I have to say so. There's a negative. Oh, I'm going to try bumping the... Wow, that is really nice. I think Rock was thinking about using this camera the next time he does some deep sky. all kinds of stuff going on today. Wow, look at that stuff along the limb. Go to 75 and then see if I can center. Try and tweak and focus. Atmosphere is rolling. You can see it when I take off the I'm looking at this little, it's almost like a hook. Like a little spoon. I'll try and zoom in a little bit and see if how bad it falls apart. Back out like a little at a time. That was 400 zoom. That's 350. Pretty impressive. You see what it does in the positive view. Reduce the red a little bit. That's 300. Zoom 300. Pretty impressive prominence. Very, very, very. Well, Jack, I'm gonna stop the broadcast for now. If it stays like this, I may be trying some deep sky later this evening. Who knows? Uh, like I said, I hadn't used the mount in a month and a half. I had a few issues when I started it up, but it seems to be working now. So goodbye for now, Jack, and hopefully I'll see you later on.